Okay, here we go. or make me go viral, goddamn it. Help me to help you. And I do. Houston, I got one driver. Did I hire anybody? No. I ain't got nobody in New York. Mind you, I found the to my experience. Colorado, I do got people in Colorado. I got people in Arkansas, Little Rock, and I think I got Fort Smith. Wisconsin, no. Chicago, hell no. Fuck them Chicago niggas for real. Fuck them Chicago companies. Nope. It's all right. It's all right. Everybody got a word they can't say properly, and that's fine. Completely fine. Completely fine. Cause that's a lot of words your ass can't say. I do what I can. It's not because I don't know how to say it. Oh yeah, it's funny though. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Shit. Yo, you don't like it. You don't like it when I get my voice. This is my regular voice. But at the end of the day, nobody really like my regular voice. So I gotta something it up for you. In my regular voice. But I gotta make it like this. I gotta make it like this so people can feel something. So yeah. I remember I would. Hell yeah. 'Cause I remember I had somebody say that before. Like, 'cause I pulled up to this, I went to go pick up the load in Chicago and shit. I went to go take it. They're like, yes sir, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pick up the load. Blah, blah, blah. He said, boy, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. He said, it ain't hot enough. What happened? He said, I see you a nigga with muscles. I'm scared. Baby, I was expecting up in Chicago. I feel it in the because you got the muscles. Because when you come out your mouth, when you say what you said out your mouth, it sounded something. He sounded more vocal. I was expecting a few things. I said, oh, no. Yeah, I get it. You gotta be soft and shit. Not soft. So you gotta make your voice soft. You know what I'm saying? So that people can be like, okay, this nigga is really, like, I can communicate with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like me calling the phone. It's phone right in this. It's like me calling the phone and saying, I want to sell you a phone plan. And I'm like, hello, how you doing? Yeah, my name is Sean. I'm gonna sell you a phone. You know, like, damn, you trying to sell a phone or you trying to rob me? Which one? You got, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Steaky. Yeah, I had a professional voice to train you in voice, to help you train your voice to be lighter. Plus my accent too. Accent too. I can't really do my regular voice with the accent. Nah, I can't do it like I can't do it trying to portray an American accent. No, not really. Today's Thursday, May the 13th. So it don't sound right. Today Thursday, May 13th, blah blah blah. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. So yeah, shit. I ain't really trying to study the accent or nothing. Yeah, it's like I never planned on having an American accent or nothing. So, I never planned on having an American accent. I never thought about having an American accent or wanted to form an American accent. But it's just how life just goes. Sometimes you just pick up a little shit from everywhere, literally. Because my accent used to be all over the place. My accent used to be on Nigerian, British, and American, all over the place, literally. Okay, let's say I go to McDonald's and I'm trying to order me, you know, a chicken sandwich. I'll be at the McDonald's chicken sandwich, the goddamn drive-through. Uh, Say, what can I get you? Uh, Let me get a double cheeseburger, and can I get a hot and spicy? They're like, what? Like hot and spicy, hot and spicy. They're like, I don't know what you're talking. Mm-hmm. That's the same reaction I used to get. Like you say, you trying to get what? It's spicy. So then I got to pull out my American accents. Can I get it hot and spicy? Hmm. So but I be like hot and spicy. Yeah, right. Yeah. Cause I remember when I first came to the states. This was back in school and shit. I was in high school, so niggas used to talk blah blah blah, cool cool cool, and then niggas used to say shit, but I understand everything they say, but then they looking at me like, okay, you gonna respond back? Sometimes I really don't want to respond back to people because like I'm like I don't want my accent coming out and shit. So I really just stay quiet and shit a lot of times. You said what? Say that one more time. Yeah, it made it seem like I did not understand really, but I really did understand. Uh, Uh, Remember the girl I said Joanna. She got married to a Nigerian guy now, but back in school, she used to try to talk to me every time. She used to like try to get me to talk and just like open up and be like, you know, like be out there type shit. Like I used to be like, man, nah, nah, nah. I ain't say nothing. I was like, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm like, cause nah, I wasn't nervous, but it's just I just don't like the like I'm not really an attention seeker, so I really don't like attention around me pretty much for the most part. I could be driving a Lamborghini today and it could be loud as shit. That's all I care about. But as far as people coming to talk to me like, nah, 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 hell no. Cause I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not the kind of person they'd be like, oh, uh, yeah, you like my car, blah blah blah, or somebody like they say somebody walk up to your car, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, or so say somebody walk to your car, say, hey, that's a nice car. Um, what kind of shit the car got? What shit your car got? What makes your car better and shit like that? Blah blah blah. Start a conversation. You already know. I don't like when I go to the gas station. You already know that. Like I really don't be trying to talk to nobody. People just be talking. I be uh huh. Uh huh. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye. All right. You have a good one. Cool. Cool. It's just like that. Just cool. Cool. Not my business. Let it like you. Yeah, I remember that time. That was like 2023. I used to drive in my trucks and shit. And I pulled up to the truck stop by my house. And I went to go buy some snacks and shit so I could have it in the truck and shit. And the lady was like, "Oh, honey, sweetie, this, that, blah, blah, blah." And she like conversating and saying what she said. And I'm like, and I responded back with whatever. But if you ask me what the fuck that conversation was about, I tell your ass I don't know. I really don't know. That's just how I am. That's just how I am. I really don't pay attention to people like that. I really don't. No, I ain't know. She was saying honey, 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 sweetie, sweet. I'm like, I see that as people just like older women just like saying that shit a lot. Like sweetheart, honey. Like, I don't know y'all. I ain't never been with y'all. So calling me honey and sweetie is just like I don't know your name, but I'm just gonna call you this name. Yeah. Right. Right. I've been told auntie auntie like Anyway, thank I feel like when it comes to something like that, typically it's not really a safety concern for me, because I can handle myself. That's for sure. But it's not really a safety concern. It's just like I don't like too much people. One thing to another, fight can break out. That's on them. That's not me. I'm not the one doing the fighting. But when you at somewhere that literally got a lot of alcohol just running around and shit like that, people don't know how to act. So I'm afraid of what the fuck. I'm in that situation where we talk about safety. I'm afraid of what the fuck I might do to a person because I don't like to fight people. I really don't. I really don't like to fight people. I ain't been in a fight in a long time, so I like to keep it that way. But it's just like the last person I fought, it wasn't good. So I just don't want to be in that kind of situation. Uh, that's why I stopped fighting since I was a fucking teenager. So I'm not doing that no more. So because one thing about it, if I get in a fight with you, I'm punching you in the face, the eye, anywhere. And I'm not just punching you to just whoop your ass. I'm punching you to literally disable you. And I'm whooping your ass. I'm twisting fucking ankles and shit. So I'm not trying to do all that. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm not trying to do that because you already seen what happened to me and my brother. So you already know what happened to me and my brother. Blah blah blah. Like he punched me in the face. So you know what? I broke his shit. I broke his shit because I was ready to let that fucking ammo go on his ass, and my dad stepped in, and that's when I have to chill the fuck out. Cause I'm like, bro, like when that shit happens, once I feel like somebody done hurt, not feel like, but when somebody just hurt me, especially if I see my own blood coming out my mouth or my face or any part of my body, I'm going crazy. At that point, you're gonna need somebody. You're gonna need somebody strong to get in the middle for real. Cause I was gonna bust his head though. I want to play, but cause I'm like I least expected that shit. Cause I wasn't expecting because it's not like we was fighting. It's not like I was in the mood to fight him or nothing like that. It was just a disagreement, and the nigga just punched me in the face and punched me in the mouth. So it was like I wasn't expecting that because I ain't put my hands on him in a long time. So I'm like we ain't put hands on each other in a long time in years, like since we was kids and shit. So I'm like I ain't expect that shit. But anyway, the reason why I don't like to go a lot of times is um I guess I feel when I'm around people that I don't really know or I don't know at all, I just feel socially awkward. So I just like to stay in my side, my lane, because conversation is awkward. Because some people complain about shit that don't really make sense to me, to be honest with you. So I'm just looking at you like, what the fuck you complaining about, nigga, for real? And and for me, it's like, yeah, just just don't be in that kind of conversation. Don't be in that area or be around people like that. Like I'm around my homeboys or something. We doing something. We doing parties or at my like when I used to have the house and shit. Like I used to throw parties at my house. So it's like my homeboys come around, whatever, blah blah blah. They bring a friend. Cool. My homeboy there, we cool. We conversating. Their friend jump in the conversation. Cool. We all conversating. All right, cool. All right. I'm feeling the vibe. You gotta be a vibe setting for me. So if I'm not catching the vibe with yours, I'm gonna stay the fuck away from you. Yeah, I'm gonna just stay the fuck away from you. Yeah. Like that there homeboy that I'm talking, the one we were talking about earlier, that I said trying to do cybersecurity or whatever. But anyway, um, he had a friend that he used to work with. Now their friend, he and their friend, they was close. So every time me and him hang out, that nigga would come around and shit. And I used to be like, man, like, what the fuck? Like, why you always here type shit? But anyway, I was like, cool. If the nigga cool with you, you his friend. I'm not your friend. I don't know you like that. But anyway, uh, we hanged around a lot of times. We hanged around a lot of times. But at the end of the day, the nigga disappeared. I didn't really bother to like question the nigga like, yo, where your friend at? Like, man, I ain't really care. I really don't care if the nigga around or not around. I really don't. But the point I'm trying to make is like I just don't. Yeah, because you cool with my friend don't mean I'm your friend. I'm not your friend. It's, we could conversate socially, but I'm not your friend. That's it. Mm, so it's just me. Yeah, and I remember this one girl back in. Right, right, right. And I'm the kind of nigga that I really don't like to be like some people like. Okay, let me give an example. Growing up, yes, I grew up where he talks and all that bullshit, blah blah blah. But these days, you never gonna see me in no talks. I be in jogger pants and t-shirts and pants and shirt. That's it. The only time I pull out of jean pants is goddamn when I maybe we go out, and I'm gonna put that on. Yes, but anyway, some people don't like that kind of shit. Cause I did ask somebody ask me like, bro, like why the fuck you always wearing jogger pants and shit, and why the fuck you always wearing black pants, and why you always wearing black clothing and shit. I'm like, I'm black, motherfucker. That was my homeboy's brother's wife that asked me. She talking about, oh, every time you see every time I see you, always gonna wear black. Blah blah blah. So yeah, cause I like black. Blah blah. You need to switch it up. She talking about you need to switch it up. And I'm like, bro, why are you worried about what I wear? Why you need to worry about your niggas? Like, why you worry about me, bro? You need to worry about your man. The fuck? I did try to switch it up one time. I did switch it up a little bit one time. And then I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I switching it up for? Just because she said she don't like what I wear. She got a whole man. What the fuck am I worried about that for? Like, why, why I listen to this girl? She always talking about you a black man with a black clothes on and all that shit, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, yeah, you a light skinned woman put on the colors, baby. Put on the colors, baby. Because you dress because your color of your skin is different. And I'm dressed because my color of my skin is different. We're not the same color skin. So what I wear matches my skin. And what you wear matches your skin. So I don't know what the problem is. I really don't know the problem. Yeah. Dallas is really doing good for me because well, I work in Dallas. Well, I live in Dallas. Well, I stay in, never mind. I'm in Dallas, so that's why we doing good. We make a daily profit of 58,857. It's not a game. It's a simulator. You need to hop on it. You, you need to be in your truck. You need to be in your truck. Yeah, if you got a PC, right? You got a laptop. Yeah, never mind. You ain't got no more storage. I told her to buy a desktop. She said she wanted a laptop. Oh, please. You just want to just, oh, you want to just act like you all business and shit. Please, nigga, please. Come on, please, Donnell. Say what? Motherfucker, you gotta get an iPad. Get a tablet. Like what? You want to type? Get a keyboard. Get a tablet. Get a tablet that turns into a laptop. Get a Surface Pro. Oh, reminds me, we got a Surface Pro. I bought it from my mom, and then she took it back. Imagine that. I bought it from the shop. My mom took it the same day I bought it, and I bought it for myself. She told me to buy it for myself, and I bought it for myself, and she took it. Mm. Yeah, I got the. No, they do have the Surface Pros in like 15. I think it's about 15 inches. Yeah, 15 inch, which is like the size of a regular laptop. So I did have that one. I don't know what. No, I think my sister had it, and then I think she broke the charger or something. So she just got to get a new charger. Ava was using it for a while. Ava was using it when she was coming back home, when she was coming to visit me and shit. And then she had cracked the screen a little. Well, it was just a little chip on the screen, but my mama blamed that on me, even though I paid for the thing. But she took it for herself. Just like my microwave. She took my microwave too and gave it to my sister. Man, I can't have nothing. Oh, she took mine. She sold me the home theater system. I bought it with the soundbar, the bass, and everything. She sold it to me, by the way. I bought it from her. Overpaid for the shit, and I never got that shit to take home. That shit, that shit still sitting in their living room. They using that motherfucker. They was using it, and she sold it. Like she literally bought it. Said, "Oh, let's test it out." Tested it out. She said, I want to sell it to you." I said, "How much you want for it?" And mind you, I got my own. I got my Samsung, but she wanted to sell me the LG one. No, I got my LG. Sorry, I got LG. She wanted to sell me. I forgot what brand it was, but she wanted to sell me another one, and it was good too. I ain't gonna lie, it was good. But she wanted to send it to me, so I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna put that in? I got one in my living room. The kids' playroom don't need one because it be Ava and them watching their stuff. Uh, the office didn't need one because there ain't no TV in the office. It was just straight up work. I just come back home and start putting all the paperwork together and shit from all these deliveries and all that bullshit. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, my game room, I need one in my game room, so that's why I decided to buy one. So I decided to buy it from her. Then they was listening to the music. They were listening to music on it, and then I'm like, okay, when am I gonna take my stuff home? They're like, oh, when we done with it. Till this day, they ain't done with them motherfucker. Till this day. And I'm talking about this is since 2022. Till this day, they motherfuckers still sitting there. Them motherfuckers still sitting in the living room. They ain't even using it no more. But it's still sitting there. hmm They, they were just finessing me with money and shit. I ain't gonna lie. Finesse. For real. They called me, oh, your son broke the TV, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what TV he break? Oh, the living room TV. And I've been told them like, oh, you need to mount the TV on the top on the wall. They didn't want to mount the TV on the wall. They didn't want to mount the TV on the wall. And I thought it was because like I didn't know what the reason was. I really didn't know what the reason was. I thought it was my mom, but my mom actually wanted the TV on the wall, but she never wanted the TV on the wall. It's like she said, but then she don't want to do it. When I wanted to mount it on the wall, she just didn't want it. She like, oh, I didn't pay money for this fucking TV stand, and this TV stand just gonna sit there and collect dust. You know, I got to use my TV stand. Blah blah blah. And so, yeah, the TV was on the TV stand, and TV still on the TV stand till this day. Always been on the TV stand. So when he was like 2, 3 years old, he would throw his toy around, and it would break the TV. So I have to buy TVs. Be like, okay, well, cool. Same day they called me, telling me that, oh, he broke the TV. I'm going online. I'm trying to find somewhere to go pick up a TV right now, and I'll be upgrading your TV. Oh, you broke the Samsung. The Samsung was about 65 inch. I went and bought another Samsung, bought a 70 inch. Oh, he broke that one. I went and bought another one, a 75 inch. I said, listen, I know what the hell going on here, but don't think I'm gonna spend $5,000 just like I spent on my TV to buy your TV. Like I'm not buying y'all a new TV. Okay, so you better not break no more TV. And miraculously, no more TV be breaking. They ain't call me say, hey, he broke this TV too. No, because I'm like, if he break this one, I'm not buying another one. This just like that, because I'm like, I know my mama came to my house, she be looking at my TV. Yeah, you paid $5,000 for this. It's good, but I would not pay $5,000 for the TV. Blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, that's why it's not your money though. But anyway, she'd be like, oh, I want to watch TV. I want to watch TV. Literally, we sit there, and I got the music going on the TV, because it's connected to the speakers and everything. Got the music playing on the TV. Literally in the middle of the party, the music stopped. Next thing you know, my mom is watching Nigerian movie on there. Literally watching Nigerian movie on there. Like, what the fuck going on? Why you watching Nigerian music movie? Oh, the music is too loud. I had to turn the music off. So it's like, uh-uh. Oh yeah, nah. My mom be, she be picky. Oh yeah, she liked it. She liked the TV so bad. She waited for the TV to come down in price. Well, now she can get it. I think it's going for about 2,000 something right now. Yeah, but let me tell you something, man. It's hard, bro. It's hard. I just look back on it, look back on time, and I think about everything that I got, that I lost, and it's just really hard. It's really, it's like a hard pill to swallow for real. Everything you had and you lost, huh? You said what? You said what? What other TVs I had in my house? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, I had one in the living room, one in Ava's. Well, one in the playroom for them Ava, and then the 85 inch broke because my ex-wife broke it, and then I put it. Okay, so I put the 70 inch in front of the 85 inch because I couldn't move it, and then when I was moving out of my house, I moved. I didn't have nobody to help me move the 70 inch, so when I grabbed it to move it, I had grabbed on the screen, and the Samsung screen is like it's literally like paper type shit. But anyway, I didn't know that I had hit it against the fucking window frame. So when I plug, well, crack. I had some crack. So I said, okay, yeah, yeah. So it broke. So I had to throw that one away along with the 85. And then the one in the playroom is what I got right now. Yeah. That was a sad moment too. That was a sad one. Because the one in the playroom, even though this one I got a 65, the 65 in the playroom, uh, that one is actually different from the 70. They both look the same, but they're different. You can tell by the picture quality too. They're both different. They're different model numbers and shit. So that's crazy. But yeah, It was more like I don't go nowhere, so I was like, I don't go nowhere, blah blah blah. So I just wanted to buy something bigger for the bigger living room space that I had now. And then my ex-wife, she was like, "Well, you don't do drugs, you don't do nothing, you don't go outside, you don't do nothing." Not saying drugs is good, but anyway, she like, "Oh, you pretty much responsible with your money and shit, blah blah blah." So I think it's okay if you buy it. So I went ahead and I made the purchase. And the fucked up part that I fucked up at was when I was checking out. Dude asked me, "You want to get the extended? You want to get a insurance policy on the TV?" I looked around. And I said, "Man," I said, "All right, bro. Like, what?" I said, "Okay, how much is the insurance?" The nigga telling me like 300 and something. I thought about it and I said, I don't never break no TV." Okay, literally, I don't break no TV. The first ever TV that I thought about that I had in the past, I did. I passed it on to my brother. I passed another one. I bought another one. Bought another one. It was like a 45 inch or whatever. I used it and I used it throughout college and shit. And I passed it on to my sister. They still have that TV. They still have that TV. So I'm like, bro, like I don't really break TVs. I should have known that the person that broke TVs that I owned was right behind me. I should have known, and I should have paid the fucking warranty. I just decided not to because remember she the one who broke my fucking other TV, the 50-inch TV that I had. The person was right there. I didn't think to myself. I didn't really think. I said I'm not. I don't break TVs. Yeah, I get mad. And when I'm playing the game, I get mad, but I'm not gonna break my TV because the TV costs a lot of money now. Shit, TV costs more than the fucking PS5. Right, right. And then I'm thinking like, cause we had the Infinity, the SUV, the 3-row one, but we like, how the fuck I can't figure out how the fuck we gonna put that TV in the back seat, like put that TV in the car. So I'm looking like, bro, I might have to get this shit delivered. So I asked old dude, cause thank God the dude that was the sales guy at the Console Plus, the dude was a Nigerian too. So dude, like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, I don't even know if this gonna fit. He said we can try it to see what kind of car y'all got. I'm like, well, we rode in a fucking Infinity, but it's like we got 3 rows. I don't know if all the rows gonna fucking roll down or fold down flat or whatever. I don't know, cause I ain't never tried to like fold all the goddamn seat down. To be honest with you, so I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, he said, yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. If not, we're gonna have to get it delivered. Blah blah blah. Bruh, I'm looking like, bruh, I already spent this much money. There's a lot of money that I'm spending, and I really didn't want to spend more money. So, right. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we tried the thing in the back seat, and it fit, and but Ava wasn't able to sit in the back, so my daughter wasn't able to sit in the car seat or nothing. So Ava had to sit up front with her mama, and we had to take that risk, unfortunately, but we did. We made it because we weren't known but down the road. We were like 30 minutes down the road, well 20 minutes down the road. So we made it, but and then I couldn't get the TV out the car because it was so fucking heavy. It took me and the guy to load it up in the motherfucking shit. Like it's not the TV that is heavy itself. It's like the base of the TV is fucking heavy. I guess to counterweight the fucking height of the fucking TV. And then originally I was gonna mount it on my wall. But I thought to myself, I said that bitch gonna fall off the goddamn wall one day. So I said, nah, I ain't gonna mount it on the wall. So, cause I had called my brother, I'm like, yeah, we got to get this shit out the books, blah blah blah. I couldn't lift the TV out the books. We had to come. He had to grab one side, I had to grab the other side. We had to tear the fucking box down before we could get the TV out. Get the TV out and all that shit. Put it on the fucking TV stand. I didn't know. Also, I didn't know if it was gonna fit on my TV stand because my TV stand was for my previous was for the 75 70-inch TV, the Samsung one. Because I had to buy a new TV stand when she broke the 50-inch TV, and I bought the Samsung, but it wasn't able to get on the fucking. I wasn't able to get it on the fucking like on the TV stand, so I had to fucking